How to use progress invoicing in QuickBooks Online. Let's get started. First, you're going to go to the gear icon. You're going to click on that, and we're going to go into account and settings. When the account and settings open up, we're going to go straight to sales, and then you're going to go down to progress invoicing. You're going to click on that anywhere in this cell, and it opens up. Then you're going to turn on progress invoicing. Just select update, then save, then select done, and now we are going to create our estimate. So you're going to go to the new button and you are going to create your estimate. Now we are in the estimate. So who is our customer? Our customer is Amy Bird Sanctuary, and all her information populated here. What I will do in a future video, I'll show you how to add customers in your QuickBooks Online along with your vendors as well. Anyhow, let's go on. So you select Amy's Bird Sanctuary and today's date populated. So what you're going to do is you're going to select the estimate date, the date that you're creating the estimate along with the expiration date, because you don't want to have this estimate out there floating around forever, right? So I normally give like 2 weeks. I would have normally give this person the max to make a decision and get back to me, because you want to also create a sense of urgency as well. So 2 weeks from the 6th is 1, 2, the 20th. I'll give it to that. Now we're going to enter our service date. So the service date, then I will start this cleanup. I would have normally started a job the following month. So starting the 1st of the following month. So I will do March the 1st. It is completely up to you when you want to start. We're going to put in the service, which is bookkeeping. Yes, I did add this in here before I started this video. And I have cleaning up the books from, and this is not a real client. This is just for this example here. They want to clean up from 2014. And that is from January 2014 to December 2023. Now I am going to put the rate was $10,000. Nope, it's estimate. I'm not going to put a tax on it. And as you can see, the total estimate is $10,000. Now you can also choose to put a message here, but for the sake of time in this video, I'm just going to save this and close it. So we have created our estimate. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to create an invoice for this estimate. We're going to go to sales, customers. Now it brought up Amy's Bird Sanctuary and all these other customers here, but I want Amy, so I'm going to double click on Amy. And now it's going to bring up Amy's account, right? So now that Amy's account is open up, I am going to look for that estimate, which is going to be the top here. As you can see, it's the $10,000 here. And I'm going to click on the estimate. It's going to open up this tab and more actions. So I'm going to mark this as accepted so that QuickBooks will allow me to be able to start to create invoices for this estimate. So mark as accepted. But then when you send this to your client will mark it as accepted, and then they will write their name here. So her name is Amy and the date. So today's date. But I wrote this in here. And if you have to do it for your client because they don't do online and all that stuff, you will do it just like this. And you click OK. So as you can see, now that the estimate has been accepted, it gives you the option to convert it into an invoice. So you're going to click Convert to Invoice. So what QuickBooks Online is trying to figure out is how much money you are going to bill this particular invoice for. Whatever amount you bill the client for right now, it is going to be deducted from the initial estimate, right? The estimate that you just created. What I'm going to do and what I normally do, I use percentage, and I can either change the percentage here to 30%, or I can change this to $3,000. Now I'm going to click create invoice. Now QuickBooks populates the invoice. As you can see now, the customer name is here, all her information is here. You can set the terms here and then the invoice date. What I would have normally done is when it comes to cleanup, I don't get payments normally though at the end of the month. I'll normally get a payment before the beginning of the month, right? You'd really want to be very careful when it comes to that, but you choose the dates that best suits your business. This is just how I used to do it when I was doing bookkeeping for clients. Now you come down to this, you're going to see everything of that estimate has been populated here, and the amount due, you can always click on here and you can change it to a percentage or an amount. I'm going to leave percentage on, and then I am going to click save and close. But if I was sending this to a real client, I would have clicked save and send. And then what QuickBooks does as well, and what I love about using QuickBooks Online, is that when I used to be sending invoices to my clients, especially when I did this progress invoicing, you got to see when the client actually looked at the invoice. You don't have to worry, like, did they see it or did they not see it? You got to see when they actually look at the invoice, and you got a notification when they actually pay the invoice and all that stuff. So that's what I love about QuickBooks, and that's what I love about sending invoices in QuickBooks Online. Anyhow, let's go. So save and close. Now that invoice has been sent to the client. Now the client sent you back payment, and you now are going to come into QuickBooks and you're going to receive that payment. I'm going to use the new button up here, my favorite spot, and click receive payment. So now I'm going to put in Amy Bird Sanctuary. She paid by MasterCard. Reference number 12345. And obviously it's a MasterCard, so it went straight to the bank. It's checking account. And then she paid this invoice to $3,000. See? And it populates here. I click save and close. So that invoice has been paid. Now let's go back to our estimate. Estimates. Amy. Now let's click edit. Let's edit. Let's go into this estimate and see what it says. Now before, the total estimate was $10,000. We invoice $3,000, so the amount remaining is $7,000. So we're going to save and close. We're going to create another invoice from the estimate, and I love to go, I can create it from here, but for some reason I just love to do this. Go into Amy's Birth Sanctuary, and then I am going to convert to an invoice. We're going to bill her again for another 30%. Create invoice. So as you can see, it populated the same thing, but I'm going to change the date. This will be for April. So then we save and close that. Good. Now, next thing, I'm going to receive the payment here. MasterCard. It went to the bank. And it selected that, and we're going to save and close. But you'll save and send because you will be sending that payment receipt to your client. Finally, we're to the last one. So let's get going. We convert the invoice. So we know she owes us $4,000. Create invoice. Create invoice, and then everything populates. But for these dates, that's for April, I would have created this on the 20th. Well, let's do the 19th here to put a day in the week. And then I at least wanted my payment by the 26th. So that when first of the month, so that the first of the month I got my payment, everything here is the same, nothing has to change, and we save and close, but you save and send. And I receive my payment. I just like to follow the full process in QuickBooks. Put the MasterCard. And I'm not even going to put in a reference right now. Just want to finish this. Save and close. Now, let's check that estimate. Click on the estimate, and then we are going to click on edit. And at the end of this, you should see remaining subtotal is $0. This means that you have successfully billed your client completely for that cleanup job, and they have paid you and settled their balance. That's it. If you have any questions, if I went too quickly and you want me to repeat and you want me to go in detail in something that you didn't quite understand in this video, definitely put it in the comment section below, and I will do another video on this progress invoicing, because I know that it can be a bit tricky. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.